Hey guys, so living up here in the Rocky Mountains, when we get dust on our bikes, you don't want to wipe it because this dust is actually ground down granite from the mountains that comes down. And you'll see I got a pretty good coating. The rain that comes in carries this dust as well as just the air. So no, this is not going to do. We are going to have to do something different here than our normal cleaning that we used to do back in Texas. So let's get this done. Okay, here we are, local car wash. Yes, that's right. We're going to take our bike into the car wash because the only way to get this granite dust off of this bike without it scratching the paint is going to be to use high pressure washing. That's right. We're going to do some high pressure washing. Then we're going to go back and we're going to touch up the clear coat with some protectant, which we'll go over once we get back over at the apartment that we're staying at momentarily. So it's been a while since we talked, guys. Let's go over a couple things just so I can bring you in the loop and share a couple of things that are really, really personal that I normally wouldn't share. But you guys deserve to know what's going on since it's been about 2 months since I posted last. So we relocated from Texas, the hot state of Texas, up to the Rocky Mountains to kind of slow life down and enjoy raising the kids a little bit better and reestablish my personal business up here while working retail again to make some income while we're getting started. So what's going on, unfortunately, is that as I've gotten older, my PTSD, primarily due to the massive amount of abuse that I took from my ex-wife, combined with some trauma from the military years, has been flaring up a lot lately. And normally not one to take it over seriously, it's starting to affect my life. So I've got to slow down some. So our dream is that once our house sells, that we have on the market back in Austin, Buda area, we are going to purchase a functioning ranch here in the valley, right at the base of the mountains in the foothills. And I am going to start trying to do the homestead thing and get back into what's most important in life. And that's going to also include, of course, writing, because writing is my therapy like it is a lot of yours. So as I wash this bike off, it's symbolically I'm washing off everything that came back with me from Texas and starting to start life over. And I'm very excited about that and the opportunities that that's going to bring along with it. The climate is better, the environment for the kids are better, the pace of life is a little bit slower. It's just so much more enjoyable in the, I don't know, about 8 weeks that we've been up here so far. So, I don't know. You guys will be along for the journey. I'll get to get back into the things that I like, the arts that I perform, get into some more woodworking projects, just start to, again, enjoy life a little bit better. So a lot of changes coming up with the bike. As you know, it's been pretty fast paced on the modifications that we've been doing on this. I'm looking at possibly adding another bike to the stable. And in the next video after this one, we're going to go do a test drive and a review that's a little bit different than your normal review, because I'm going to be looking at it from the standpoint of possibly owning the bike, and I'm going to take you along for an extended test ride. So it's going to be a little bit of a long video, but you're going to get to see a bunch of stuff that at least I look for as a potential owner. One real cool thing, by the way, about this particular car wash that's near the apartment that we're staying in for right now is this blow dry hose. It is amazing. Not only do you get the spotless rinse, but you get to blow dry everything. Now, once that we get back over to the apartment, you're going to see that some of the water stayed in the creases of the seat. So no making fun of the seat of my pants now, guys. You gotta hold it in and not treat me too harshly when it looks like I've wet my pants. So I'm just telling you that up front now, okay? Back to Jade Shadow. Jade Shadow has been incredible on this journey. The ride up that I took from Texas, and for the first almost 4 weeks that I was up here, I rode every day. It was my exclusive vehicle. And then the family joined me afterwards, after about a month, as they were getting the house set up for being shown and sold. Now, Jade performed extremely well. The 1,000-mile ride from Austin to the Denver area where I was staying for a while went extremely smooth. I took my time, with frequent stops. It was a 14-hour drive, and I really enjoyed it. It was just amazing how much more comfortable this bike was than I thought I was going to be after I'd been on it for that long. And then every day after, all weather, it's just held up really well and it's done its job. You'll see how nice and clean this car wash got the bike, but that's not enough. We're going to have to put another coating of the protectant on it just to keep any dust that's windblown from really eating into the paint. That's my biggest concern. So here we go. You saw Stefan's head pop over. We're back at the apartment. I'm going to show you what we're using. We're using this Meguiar's product. I'm a huge fan, and so is Stefan, of the Meguiar's line of chemicals and waxes. And in this case, it's a protectant coat with a little bit of ceramic in it. I don't know the science behind ceramics. I don't know if you can really put it in a treatment like this, but I trust Meguiar's. I've used them probably for about 15 years on my performance vehicles, my cars, you name it. And it's done really well. Now that we have the dust off, we can rub in and really buff in and get into all those little nooks and crannies. This Meguiar's product, which is also a rain repellent, and it will definitely help the bike and prevent that wind-blown dust from leaving those really tiny, fine scratches. Stefan is a really good helper. You saw my pants there. Don't make fun of me. And we just take our time and detail the bike real nice. It's sped up here so that you don't have to watch it in real time, which I'm sure would be incredibly boring. But we just have a good bonding time over the bike. I can't wait to get Stefan to the age where I can really start teaching him more on the bike and how to ride and take care of it and do more maintenance on it. We're taking it slow and getting him used to it, and it's doing well. I'm just really enjoying sharing things with him. And that's one of the great things about the bike. You always think of a bike as a solo vehicle, or you and the backpack going for a ride on occasion. But if your bike is really a part of your life, then everybody to some degree gets involved with the care of it and the maintenance and the mystique and the stories and everything that goes all along with being a biker. It's a lifestyle. It's not a hobby for me, and it's something that the whole family shares, and it's a good thing. I really enjoy it. Oh, by the way, the seat. One of the things I was worried about on this trip is how comfortable that stock seat would be, especially as thin as it is. And it's done really good for me. I really have no complaints about it. Could there be better out there? Yeah, I'm sure there is. And I'm actually very interested in looking at the Corbin seats for it. But for right now, that seat, I have no complaints about it whatsoever. Well, guys, this video was just to help me get back into the swing of things, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on the next one. We're going to have a lot of fun.